Hello everyone, my name is Devinder Kaur and today we are going to discuss about our next cue card, which states that describe a joke that made you laugh. So the cues here are who told you the joke, okay, so here you will have to mention the person, then is when and where it was cracked, the time you heard about it, and the place, okay, then is what the joke was. Now here is the thing, you can make the cue card of your own, you can add the person, time, date, okay, but what the joke was, you have to explain it in the language, as well as have to make it funny, like you are cracking a joke with your friend, okay, or in front of someone you know or you are aware about that person. But what to do in front of an examiner, okay, so that's the situation here in this cue. What you can do here, you can add a situation. You can say you were traveling by bus or train and there was a couple fighting with each other and the husband cracked a joke on his wife and his wife in return sarcastically responded him. Okay, this can be added in it. Other things are your friend cracked a joke when you were in the classroom. The teacher was teaching all the students and everyone was at pin drop silence, and your friend whispered a joke in your ear and you burst out with laughter. Okay, after that you were even thrown out of the class, but due to that situation you remember that joke, okay, and you will have to add the joke of your own. I have my own joke, then you will have to find the one too, okay. Another thing is your teacher cracked a joke in front of the whole class, or your mother sarcastically responded to your questions, okay. Well, all mothers do this, mothers are made this way, okay, and this is how you can add the jokes. You can add, you can search on Google actually about the husband-wife jokes, teacher-student jokes, student-student jokes, okay. You can find anyone in English, of course, on Google. You can get plethora of jokes there, okay. Then is why did you find it interesting? Now, since you have added the situation, it has kept in your mind, in your memory, and whenever you think about the situation, you remember the joke and it brings the nostalgia of the bondness or of that moment. That's why it is captivating, okay. So that's our cue card, talk about a joke that made you laugh. I also have a joke. For that you will have to watch this video complete. Before discussing about the joke, you should have a vocabulary related to it. For instance, the person who jokes a lot or has a nature who really makes everything or every situation funny can be considered as jolly or jocular, okay. Then is whenever when you hear something you find it funny, then you do not need to mention it as funny, you can add it as amusing. And it was that funny, if that thing or adding conversation was that funny, you can say that it was humorous or hilarious, okay. You can add something more in the vocabulary. For instance, that we often use the LOL, which means laughing out loudly, right? You laughed out loudly, or the joke was, or the situation was, or the conversation that occurred in front of you was rib tickling, okay. You can add these kind of words in your cue card. Mainly you will have to focus on the joke, of course, but still you should add these kind of words, this kind of vocabulary, so that you get at least 7 band. You can get more than 7 band. You have that caliber, you have that potential, but just you need to practice it and work on it, okay. Now it's time for the cue card. Describe a joke that made you laugh. Well, laughter is the best medicine because it helps to change the mood of the person immediately. Also, everyone finds jokes interesting as cracking jokes is a good source of entertainment. Here today, I would like to talk about one such joke which made me laugh so hard that my cheeks started hurting. I do not need to jog my memory as I vividly remember that it is an instance of last month when my physics teacher cracked joke in the classroom while teaching us. Actually, he is jocular by nature and he wanted to teach us the important concept and points of the topic gravitation. So this is how he started the joke. Once upon a time, a boy from commerce stream liked a girl who was studying science. He wanted to impress her so that he would be able to propose her. He had heard that gravitation is a force which can attract two bodies. So he went to the park to meet that girl with flowers. Before offering her flowers, he started with, "Well, I believe that we two have a gravitational force of attraction between us." The girl, after listening to this, laughed so hard and sarcastically responded to him that, "Yeah, it's a weak force. That's why nothing can happen between us." After listening to this, the whole class started laughing out so loudly, including me, that there was only the noise of laughter of students. Being a science student, I have always been fascinated towards science jokes, and this was the most hilarious one I have heard until today. So this is our cue card. Describe a joke that made you laugh. I hope you found this cue card useful. You just need to add the joke in this cue card. This cue card is the most simplest one. You may find it difficult or typical on when you will check the heading, but I believe that this cue card is the most simple one. Okay, you just need to search for the jokes. You can search the teacher student jokes, husband wife jokes, two friends jokes, stranger jokes on the Google in English. You just need to insert the joke, or if you remember a joke of your own, you can add into it. Okay, I hope this video was useful to you, and if you found it useful, do share it with your friends and IELTS mates and subscribe to my channel.